Good morning. My name is Joan Young, and I am the high school principal here at Monticello High School. I'd like to welcome you today to the Monticello High School's 2020 virtual Veterans Day celebration. Unfortunately, we are not able to safely honor our veterans in person this year. So please join the Monticello High School staff and students as they salute our nation's veterans.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right.
So praise
You are the only staff member that we know of that is a veteran. So these guys, in honor of Veterans Day, wanted to thank you and honor you. So they got you some stuff. And
Thanks.
they're going to thank you in Espanol.
Are they? Right.
Gracias.
So this was a con. This was a ruse.
Hey, guys.
Thank you very much. Because nobody's ever done this for me.
Good morning. I would like to start by quickly thanking Mr. Mike Mishak for inviting me as we celebrate this holiday by recognizing our veterans who have served or continue to serve our great nation. Mike and I are friends from many years ago, and I appreciate him reaching out to me to offer to make some short comments. Let me take a moment to introduce myself. I am Major General Mark Anderson, an Iraq combat veteran with 38 years of service in the United States Army. I am an American soldier. Like many Americans who have joined one of our military services, I have benefited greatly, earning a master's in strategic studies with fellowships in national security at Harvard and Syracuse University. But most importantly, I selflessly serve because it is my honor to serve others, our communities, our friends and families, and our nation, knowing full well it requires personal sacrifice beyond what many are willing to endure. I made this choice of my own free will because I felt there are ideals more important to this nation than my own personal gain. Across our country, Americans should pause to honor our brave fighting men and women who for more than 244 years have underwritten our freedom by their duty, honor, selfless service, and for many, the sacrifice of their lives. Veterans Day is observed in various forms and was originally known as Armistice Day. Now it marks a day when we should celebrate with solemn pride the heroism of those who have served, those who are currently serving, and those who died in our country's service. The tradition of honoring our nation's World War I veterans began in 1919 to recognize those who died fighting in that terrible war. Congress broadened the scope of this national holiday in 1954 to honor all Americans, all veterans, ordinary Americans who placed themselves in extraordinary circumstances in service to the nation. To all veterans, to the fallen, and to the families, there is no tribute, no commemoration, no praise, that can truly match the magnitude of your service and your sacrifice. We can offer but a humble moment of silence. And as you know, silence does not come naturally to America. It is not in America's nature to be still or silent. Our veterans did not sit back in silence as the world cried out, but stood against a chaotic world to bring peace. But today's silence is full of purpose and determined significance. We recognize that all our veterans have given something of themselves to this country, and that some gave all. So today, we especially honor those Americans who gave their lives in the defense of liberty and therefore are absent from celebrations such as this one. We also appreciate those veterans still serving in today's military, those who have served in harm's way, and those preparing to deploy to a theater of war. America's veterans do not march to foreign shores armed with notions of glory and conquest. Instead, they go with a simple belief that all people, in all nations, have a right to live in a world free from tyranny. If history has taught us anything, it is that Americans will bear any hardship, overcome any obstacle, and conquer any foe in their pursuit of liberty and justice for ourselves, our children, our countrymen, and for those whose faces we will never see. When veterans put on the uniform and raise their right hand, they write a blank check to citizens of the United States to defend the Constitution against all enemies, even if it means the loss of their life. Every morning that we wake up in this free land, it's because of veterans like these. This is often not appreciated enough by those who enjoy it the most. For it is the veteran who has experienced the hardships of battle, witnessed the frailties of humankind, and fought to defeat the depravity of a dictator who can most appreciate the limitless opportunities afforded America's citizens, if they so choose to pursue them. So today I join all Americans in saying thank you to our veterans and applaud them not only for their past service, but for the example they set for our children today. And to any veterans listening to this, I say thank you, and a grateful nation says thank you. God bless you, God bless America's men and women in uniform, and may God continue to bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. As you know, November 11th is Veterans Day. I'd like to say thank you out there to all of our veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you for making our country safer, and thank you for making our country better. I'd like to say a special thank you to one veteran in particular. who's no longer with us, and that is my father. That's Louis John Yeager, who was a corporal in the U.S. Army and served in Korea. Thank you to everyone. Have a great day.
I'm Mrs. Joan Young. I'm the high school principal here at Monticello High School, and I would like to honor my family members that are veterans or are currently serving in the armed forces. My dad was in the United States Army in March of 1946, and he was honorably discharged in June of 1947. His time was spent in the Medical Corps at Percy Jones, Battle Creek, Michigan, and Madigan General Hospital in Tacoma, Washington. The next person that I have is my brother, William Cron, who is served in the Army, and after 21 years, he retired as a sergeant major. My sister's husband, John Callahan, he is a Vietnam War vet, and he served from April of 1968 to January of 1970. My nephew, Andrew Callahan, served in the United States Marine Corps from 2001 until 2006. Then he re-enlisted into the Army, and he was active duty in the Army from 2010 to 2016. He then joined the Army National Guard, and he is currently in Army National Guard. And my other nephew is Sean Callahan, and he was in the Army from March 2008 as an M1 Army crewman, 19K. He was deployed in December of 2009 to Iraq as part of Operation New Dawn with the 3rd Infantry Division from Fort Stewart, Georgia. Following his redeployment in December 2010, he was reassigned to Fort Irwin, California with the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment, where he trained units for deployment. His final duty station was in Fort Hood, Texas, and he was assigned to the Corps headquarters as a ceremonial flag custodian, which was very fitting because he was born on June 14th, which we call Flag Day. And then also I have another nephew-in-law who is serving, and he is currently stationed in Poland.
Thank you to all the veterans out there that have served and put time into the military, Navy, Air Force, etc. We greatly appreciate that you fought for our freedom. A special thank you to my great-grandfather and my father who served in the Navy.
I'd like to thank my grandpa, John M. Rowe, who fought in World War II for all his service and dedication to our country.